To our teachers, Saguaro administration, friends, family, and distinguished guests, graduates, it looks like we finally made it. To describe the roller coaster that was our high school experience in mere words is a challenge, to say the least. So I'm going to bring you back to just 3 days that I believe carry special importance to all of us. The first happened 1,382 days ago when we walked through the yellow gates of the front office to the first day of our high school journey. I'll admit, personally, I was terrified. I hardly knew anyone. Every time I got my locker to open was a small miracle, and I wasn't exactly sure where I belonged or why I was here. Now, the second day, many packed zoos, assemblies, proms, and games under the lights later, we would walk through Saguaro's halls for class for the last time. I'm sure many of us can't even remember. That was the last day, for me at least, of living the past few months of high school in blissful ignorance. We were to never go through the normal motions of the last days of school, prom, and senior breakfast with the extremely severe symptoms of senioritis that we already had. Instead, we were given a brush with the feeling of having to part ways. We'd have to come face to face with the realization of just how fragile our lives can be and how important each moment must be. We were faced with a different reality, one that in its isolation has forced us to reflect and realize and relish the value of each moment for what it is, and become aware of just how lucky we were to have crossed paths in each other's lives. A simple smile in the hallway, being able to have a conversation with a friend, going to train with your team, a fist bump from 2G walking into school. What were once common trivialities became wondrous and nostalgic phenomena. And with that, I, as many of you, had the realization that these past 4 more or so years at Saguaro were the best I could ever ask for. Now let's return to today. The experience we have endured has inextricably connected us in ways nothing else possibly could. We have gone through a trial no class before us has. In this shared experience, no matter what walk of life you came from, whether you performed on the field or on a stage, or where you sat at lunch, we all had to make a sacrifice for a greater good. We exchanged days with our friends for the safety of strangers we would never meet. And for that, I am proud to say I was a part of this class, of our class. We have been hearing for a while now that the class of 2020 is something special. Yes, we did have incredible athletes, immensely talented artists, creators, and brilliant individuals. But what has set us apart and what the challenges of our year have shown is that all of you have a greater defining value. The same thing that chipped away at the shell of that quiet, introverted freshman 4 years ago and allowed him to realize that Saguaro was indeed where he belonged and was his home. And that is your heart. The spiderweb of connection that we all share with each other and has endured despite all circumstances to the contrary is what I'll miss most about Saguaro. That sense of family that I found here, the courage to stand up for what you believe in and to put passion in everything you do, and the vision to see past the pain of the moment to the goals ahead. And so friends, graduates of 2020, as the great playwright and composer Tyler the Creator once said, I don't know if I'm gonna see you again, and I know we can't make it last forever, but try to remember just how big of a heart each of you has. Remember that all of you have the power to change the lives of those around you without even knowing it. You've certainly changed mine. Live now. Make now always the most precious time. Now will never come again. Thank you for an amazing 4 years, and best of luck for the future.